Hey everybody, this is Logan, your mom on a mission at Mind Over Mana. I wanted to do this quick video to kind of illustrate that it doesn't take a lot of money to eat well. So I've got my little crock pot, and honestly I don't know how much it holds, but it's pretty substantial. I'm a single gal, so this is a lot of food for me. So what I did yesterday, I went to one of my favorite Asian markets, which is called H Mart, and I bought some Asian veg. So some Japanese eggplants, which you can see here. There we go. Some king mushrooms. By the way, the king mushrooms were organic. They had an entire package for $1.99, which is pretty amazing. I've used a little bit of it last night. I used some of the stew, and I even still have some left. So, you know, for $1.99, that was a really good deal for some really meaty, delicious mushrooms that you can use in stir fries, you can use in stews like I'm doing right now. I know the camera's all over the place because it's my cell phone. Great greens. I mean, you know, when you go to different ethnic markets, you can get some really good deals. They don't always have organic, but if you're on a budget, and organic is hard anyway, these are some great alternatives. So the cilantro was 59 cents, the scallions were 59 cents, the flat leaf Italian parsley, which I prefer to the curly. It's easier to chop, and I think the taste is better. That again was like 50 cents, maybe less. So I also bought this wonderful calabaza squash. As you can see, I only used, a quarter of it for this stew, and it's sunk down to the bottom. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see pieces of it here along with some sweet potato. It's with the green rind. Use the skin. The skin has wonderful nutrition. Utilize it. And then also save the seeds. Roast them. That way the only thing you end up not using out of this entire squash is going to be that, and there's a little bit of, like the stem end on the bottom as well. But otherwise it's almost a 100% complete yield for what you're paying for. This was 58 cents a pound. Altogether, this costs like $1.40. And look, I've got enough for at least 3 more meals. I'm going to try to do another recipe outside of the stew just for that. But as you can see, it adds a lot of bulk to your stew. So I've got a little bit of red pepper in here. I didn't use the entire red pepper, so I've got more for salads or stir fries or whatever else I want to use it for. I've got some wonderful bok choy here. I already have the stems in cooking for a little bit, and the leaves are going to go in just last so they don't overcook. And this is the remainder of my chicken. So here's what I did. I bought an entire chicken. I took the skin off and cooked it and saved it for my cats. They're in heaven. And then I used the thighs, the wings, the back, everything but the chicken breast in the stock. So that way I made my own stock overnight. I let it kind of simmer with a little bit of water, a small can of organic tomato sauce to give you that nice rich color as well, some garlic, a little bit of onion, and just let it stew overnight until it was so tender. I mean, it's actually so tender that if you look here on some of the bones actually fall apart. That's amazing. So if you're like my grandma, my Jewish grandma, you're going to want to eat the bones. Give me your bones, Bubby. So you can either eat these, I do, or you can, make sure they're ground up fine and give it to your cats or your pets. As long as the bones are completely mushy in the sense that your animal won't choke on them, they're great. The marrow is wonderful. This is an organic chicken, so it was worth it to go a little bit more money on the organic chicken to get good quality. But again, I got a lot of yield out of that, and on top of that, I have the chicken breast that I marinated in 3 different ways. So this one is my more Indian marinade with some curry and Indian spices, which is really delicious. And then again, 2 whole chicken breasts cut up into strips gave me enough chicken breasts for, anywhere from 3 to actually more like 6 different meals, which is awesome, on top of the stew. So when people say they can't afford to eat healthy, I'm going to kind of disagree with that. 1 chicken, the vegetables were a total of maybe $25, and that includes 2 small pumpkins that I got for carving. So that was $6 right there just for pumpkins. So, $20 got me enough vegetables at least for a week. Maybe even 2 weeks, depending on how I stretch everything if I do a lot of soups and stews. And then again, this is the Mexican marinade that I did for that chicken breast. So I like to marinate those overnight. I could pre-cook them today and then freeze some and then use the rest for meals. I'm going to kind of divvy this out between my soups and everything else to kind of figure out, what I'm going to use when, what I'm going to freeze. I've got some new containers over here for freezing and for storage, which is pretty awesome. So think outside the box, visit some of your local Asian and ethnic markets to see what's available for you that's inexpensive and still nutritious. And with a crock pot, you can really cook a lot. And you don't have to be too fancy about it either, but you can make great stews to feed your family for 1 or 2 or 3 nights. If you're single, a lot of this food will go a really, really long way. And I even got more vegetables than I'm showing here that are still in the fridge for that $20. So it's a great deal. So again, eat healthy, strive to do well. I'm going to do another little video later on about what to do with the ends of your scallions. I'm going to show you something that's going to kind of blow your mind. So that's another time. So I'll see you later. This is Logan, your mom on a mission at Mind Over Mana. And I'll talk to you soon.